kids, you got to understand, there's a place for you. We don't have you. Who you are is important. It comes back to what I was saying about being an artist. You don't have to try to be somebody else. We've already got that person that you respect and admire. We don't have you. So what we teach is the principles of bringing more and more of yourself to the work, and when you do, I promise you, your booking rate is going to change. It happens, it will. It's like a science. It's really about getting more available to the moment, and then in the moment, it's going to bring up the opportunity for you to go to places that the literal mind does not always, well, first of all, the literal mind doesn't come up with it. That's the great thing about acting. It's like life. I have my ideas about love or whatever, but then life happens, and it happens to me different than, I thought it was supposed to be like that. Right? That's your life. So why are we taught with acting that it's supposed to be looking this way? Because people like to control. It's boring. So I'm not interested in that. And actually, great filmmaking is really about these. All the actors who are winning awards now talk about directors taking them to places they didn't think they could go. Scary to go there. Scary to have to be that vulnerable. So my whole philosophy is, well, why isn't that just the ethos of a school? And it is here. So that doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean you're always going to get it right. So that's also good to know. You're never going to find a school, I don't care where it is, you're never going to find a way that is like 1 + 1 = 2 in acting and I got this whole thing solved. Because you're constantly changing. So who you are today is not who you're going to be a year from now. You got to get this. And you're also, not only just physically, also emotionally, and your own insight about yourself. So, and also the roles you play. So what you're playing right now might be very comfortable and easy for you. As you start to get older, you might not be quite in the right age bracket for something, and you're like, what the hell, I'm in this limbo land. And then you might realize, like, I'm in my own limbo land in life. Or you might be in your early 20s right now and be like, I don't even know who the fuck I am. I'm trying to figure that out so I can go into the work and be more of myself, even if I don't have it figured out. See, these are things nobody taught me in my 20s. No teacher taught me this. Why? I was taught how to write down things perfectly about my character. How to, in the margins, I'm going to seduce here and then get angry. And then I'm going to say this line with a double backflip exclamation point. I mean, insane. So I would do things perfectly, but I wasn't even in an experience. Then I met a teacher who taught me it's just listening, and you're not even listening. And then if you listen, you're receiving it as you, and you're going to speak as you. That was the beginning of everything that changed my life. You guys, that's what it is. That's all it is. It's ever not going to be you. You know, Gary Oldman, I love Gary Oldman, he said this a while ago, but if you see him as Winston Churchill, it's so amazing, but he's so fantastic because he's like, you know, if you think you're becoming a character, he's like, that's schizophrenia. So what's amazing about Gary Oldman is, and he's so amazing as Winston Churchill, he's figuring his own shit out as himself with prosthetics and then watching old tapes, I'm sure, of Winston Churchill and the way he spoke and his mannerisms, and it looks like he gained weight or maybe he had padding. That merging through Gary Oldman is going to reveal an actual autobiographical character. But most of you are not going to be playing President Obama or Donald Trump, God forbid. Can you imagine? Someday there's going to be a movie about Donald Trump, Lord Jesus. So my point is most of you are going to be playing you. You as the cop. You as the nurse. You as the girlfriend. You as the edgy, dark character. That's it. You're reading the breakdowns. It's pilot season. It's not that hard. Honey child, you are all those things. If you get called in for it, you already are that. You can't play it. You cannot play it. You already are that. You gotta get that. What we want to see is you firing as you. And if somebody doesn't see it, too bad. You're not going to convince everybody anyway. Why do you worry so much? Oh my God. There's 10 billion offices. There's 20 billion agents. All it takes is one. All it takes is one. All it takes is one show, one casting director, one agent, one good teacher. That's all it takes is one lover. That's all it takes. Well, maybe. It just takes one. That's all it takes is one. We get so worried about, just don't worry about it so much. Just, all right, I need a margarita. Okay, that was good.